welcome to session 4 of our Beginner Pilates series. So today I have got my yoga blocks with me in case I need a wee bit of height from the floor, and I've also got my dumbbells, but you can do this completely without dumbbells. We just add them in for a wee bit of extra resistance, so they are completely optional. We're going to start today, as always, with our A, B, C, our alignment, our breathing and our core. So bring your feet together under the hips, turn your toes out at 10 to 2, take your heels with it, lift your toes, rolling your toes down onto the floor one at a time. Push the weight through the balls of the feet, the pinky toes and the heels. We bend in the knee so the knee sits over the ankle. Come up to the pelvis, tip it forward, tip it back like it's a bucket of water, and just set it so that no water spills from the front or the back. The tailbone points down between the heels. Lock your shoulders back on to your ribs. Keep the shoulders nice and low. Take your invisible grapefruit, pop that under your chin, and then a string making you super tall. At the top, big breath all the way into the belly. As adults we tend to breathe just into the chest, so we want to take a big breath all the way down into the belly. A nice big deep breath, expanding the ribs. Call it a lateral breath in Pilates because your ribs and your belly open as you breathe. And then think about those core muscles that sit all the way around here, your tight jeans muscles. What you would do with them if you were putting on tight jeans just out the dryer, you'd pull your belly button in, but don't pull the zip all the way up. Let that down to about 30%, and then you have got your posture nicely aligned. Big deep breaths, and your core is engaged. From here, just start to roll the shoulders back. Get a wee bit of movement in at the shoulders, all the way back, and then take that hand with it all the way around. Keep the shoulders low. Don't worry if your arm sits out further. It's fine, everybody's shoulder joints are different. Everybody's different. That's what makes us brilliant, that we're all so different. It'd be boring if we were all the same. 3, 2, 1. Hands next to your side, take a breath in. Exhale, just let that arm glide down the leg. Remember the wee bend in the knee. So let the arm glide down the leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Out. And then keep letting that arm slide down. Take that hand over the top if you can. All the way over, all the back. Over and back. One more. One, and then take a breath in. Exhale, let it fall forward, 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 just as far as you can. Don't worry if you don't get to the toes, and then all the way back. Take a breath, forward, forward, forward. Back, back, back. Just getting a bit of stretch through the back of the body. All the way forward. So we're moving our spine in different ways. All the way up, and then just roll those knees out. Keep the shoulders back, keep the tailbone tucked under. Keep the belly button in. Roll on those knees. 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet under the hips, shoulders back, hands over the head, drop the shoulders down, take a breath in. Exhale, big squat, big swing, all the way back to the top. Big squat, big swing. You can go without the arms to make it that wee bit easier. Still mobilising the lower body. Keep the arms in if you can, using your breath. One more. 1, and then pedal out the feet. Get a nice wee stretch on the bottom of the feet for 3, 2, 1. Good job. So today we are going to work on something we worked on in a session before. It's a stiff leg deadlift. Remember we worked on the hip hinge of having your feet under the hips, shoulders back, and we drop down in our hip hinge, keeping our shoulders back and our belly button in, keeping the toes spread nice and wide, working on the back of the hamstrings and the lower back. Our stiff leg deadlift, which uses a hip hinge. Today we're going to work on the same thing, but we're going to take it to single leg. Now the reason we do a lot of single leg work in Pilates is, if we're on just one leg, all of the joints in this leg that we are balancing on need to work a wee bit harder, and it makes our joints stronger. So even from the toes, the ankles, the knee and the hip, all of the structures that go around these joints all work that wee bit harder to keep your balance when you're on just one leg. So it's much easier for me to balance on two. The joints don't need to work as hard, the muscles don't need to work as hard. When I take that to just one leg, all of those joints need to work a bit harder. They get stronger, and then when we come back to doing anything on two legs, the joints are even stronger, lets the muscles work even harder and grow more and become stronger. So we're going to take our stiff leg deadlift to a single leg. I'm going to go without the dumbbells first. So I'm going to balance myself on my right foot, take that back, left foot out, and what I want to do is keep a straight line from the back of my head to the shoulders, through the tailbone, back to that heel. So imagine I've got a brush handle again attached to the back of my head, my shoulders, my tailbone, behind my knee and my ankle. The shoulders stay back, belly button stays in. I'm going to take a breath in, exhale, and then I'm just going to start to tip forward as far as I can. Now what I don't want to do here is let my shoulders round to the floor and collapse down the shoulders or bend my knees. It's about keeping just a wee bend in that leg, keeping the shoulders back, the chest out, the belly button in, keeping the entire core engaged. So I'm going to take a breath in, exhale, and I'm going to tip it forward. Touching the floor is not the goal. The goal is to get as much stretch on this static right leg as I can, and then I'm just going to take a breath and pull it back to the top. That's it, come with me. Balance on your right foot, spread the toes, take the left foot out at the back, shoulders back, straight line from the back of the head to the tailbone, shoulders back and down, belly buttons in, take a breath in, exhale and tip all the way forward. You might get to here and that might be far enough for you, and you might want to come back up. You might be able to take it all the way to parallel. You might be able to take it all the way forward and then bring it all the way back up. Do not worry if you wobble. Don't worry if you have a wee stumble, you've got to readjust and restart. That's fine, that's where we get stronger. In the stumble, where we lose our balance is where we grow. So don't worry if you lose your balance. Whoop, just like I just did. See? Shoulders back. And we're just going to hinge it all the way forward. The slower you go, the more control you will have over this move. And remember, it's about keeping the shoulders back. Don't let the shoulders round in. We're not aiming to touch the floor. Using your breath. And then all the way back to the top. Good. Shake it off. Do you feel the burn in that static leg? So shake that off. A wee bit. I'm going to do my next set on the other leg with a set of dumbbells. So I'm going to grab the dumbbells, shoulders back, keep that foot on the floor, the left foot on the floor, the right foot comes back, shoulders back. Remember, don't let these dumbbells pull you in. Keep the shoulders back, take a breath in, exhale and hinge all the way forward, not letting these dumbbells round my shoulders or pull me to the floor. I'm keeping the shoulders back, it's taking tension in the back of the shoulders. I'm keeping my core engaged. And as I exhale and tip forward, I'm just letting the dumbbells hang down under my shoulders. I'm not even really doing anything with the dumbbells, I'm just letting gravity take them where gravity does. Remember, you don't have to tip all the way. This might be far enough for you with that little bit off the floor, and you might want to come back. You might get all the way to parallel. Exhale. Hinging it all the way as far forward as you can, as close to that T shape, that parallel as you can. Then back to the top. Remember, slow and controlled makes it easier. I know it feels like you want to go faster because you want to get back to the top. But the slower you go, the more control you've got and the more you can decide where the body moves. Ooh, feel that burn on the back of the legs and the glutes. Oh yeah! Shoulders back. Tip it forward. All the way forward, all the way back. Well done, good job. Feel that burn all the way through the foot, up the calf, the hamstring and the glutes. And that's because all of those structures are working super hard to hold you in place. Lose your dumbbells. There, we bring to the end of the mat for a roll down, take us to the floor. So feet under the hips, shoulders back, belly button in, take a breath in. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest, and then just start to roll that spine off the imaginary wall behind you. Chin to the chest, tuck the belly button, roll all the way down, creating some space in that back, roll all the way back up. Big breath. Exhale, roll all the way down, tuck the belly button, roll all the way down, and then tucking the belly button, rolling all the way down to the floor, and then when you get as low as you can go, hold there for a wee second, and then just take a breath, drop your knees to the floor, bring yourself down to the mat, and bring yourself around to the side. So we're going to take this to side kneeling. So our side kneeling position, this is where a block can come in really handy. So I'm going to pop that there on my right side for just now. So the shoulders are back, tailbone is tucked under, grapefruit under the chin. Just the same as when you're standing, except you're kneeling. I'm going to take this left foot out to the side, and I'm going to keep that left foot on the floor. Shoulders down, I'm going to take my hands out, I'm going to take a breath in. As I exhale, I'm going to tip to the side, and that's where the block comes in if I need a wee bit of extra space. You might be able to go all the way to the floor, and that will feel fine. So you might not need the block, or you might want the block to be higher to give you more space. It really depends on how your lower back feels on the day, and you might need a block on one side and not on the other. So I'm going to lose the block on that side for just now. Shoulders back, use a block, you can use a cushion, just something to give you a wee bit of height. Shoulders back, tailbone tucked under, grapefruit under the chin, take a breath in. Exhale, and drop it all the way to the side, and that side kneeling. Back to the top. Creating some length through that left side of the body. And when I come down, I'm looking up towards that left hand at the top. Exhale, and I've got a nice straight line from the hand that's on the floor to the hand at the top. You can make this harder by lifting the leg. Take a breath in, and when you come over, lift that leg looking up at the hand, back to the top, nice and controlled, back to the top. Exhale. So without a block, you're going to go a bit further, it's going to be harder. Lifting the legs is going to be harder. Or you can keep your block there and keep the foot on the floor. What we don't want to do is to curl into it. We want to keep that body nice and straight at the front. One more. One, good job. Feel that burn. We'll take over to the other side. From here, take your block over if you need it. You might not need it on one side, but you might need it on the other, so they're always handy to have. And some days you might not need it, and other days you might. Just depends on how fresh you feel, how recovered you are, what your other training's been like, how tired you are, lots of different factors. So if you don't need a block one day, but you do need a block the next day, that's perfectly okay. Bodies change, we're good with it. So take that other foot out, tuck your tailbone under, shoulders back, take a breath in. Exhale, tip it over. Nice straight line from the top right, all the way through the body, and then back to the top. Exhale, tip it all the way over. All the way back. Using that breath. I breathe out to come to the top, breathe in. Tipping it over. Remember, you can lift that leg to make it harder. You can lose the block to make it harder. All the way back to the top. Staying with that breath. Good job. Oh, side kneeling's a wee burny one. All the way over. One more. One, good job. Even burns the shoulders. Well done, bring yourself round. Onto your bum, feet down onto the mat. We're just going to roll our spine down onto the mat, one vertebrae at a time, until we're down on the mat. We're going to take it to a shoulder bridge. Now our shoulder bridge, we start from the floor, and we've got two parallel lines from the shoulders, through the hips, through the knees, through the feet. So we don't want the feet out wide, and we don't want them together, because we want two parallel lines from the toes to the knees, to the hips, to the shoulders. Take your hands to the side, settle yourself on the floor so that your lower back is on the floor, your shoulders, your head and your hips are all on the floor. Hands to the side of the mat. We pull our heels in nice and close to our bum, keeping that parallel lines running through the body. Take a breath in, exhale, and start to peel your spine off the mat from the tailbone as if you're tipping your pelvis over your head. So as we exhale, we're rolling the spine off the mat until we get to the top, and we've got a nice straight line from the knees all the way back to the shoulders. Exhale, roll it all the way back down. Take a breath and peel the spine off the mat until we get just our feet and our shoulders anchoring us to the floor. Remember, push through the balls of the feet, the pinky toes and the heels. Exhale, roll all the way back down. Breath, roll all the way up. Exhale. And one more, roll it all the way to the top and let's hold it here. Roll it all the way up, push through the balls of the feet. All the way to the top, push the hips high. Exhale. Holding it here. Don't let the knees collapse in or fall out. Keep those nice parallel legs. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll all the way back down to the floor. Oh, so good for the glutes. Hug the knees. And just give it a wee rock side to side. Opening up that lower back. And let the feet hit the floor. Take that left foot, take a breath and push that left heel all the way to the ceiling. You can hold behind your hamstrings, you can hold behind your calf, you can even hold your toe. Just don't put any pressure behind the knee joint itself. Push the back into the mat, push the heel high. Exhale, sink the back into the mat, push the heel even higher to the roof. Or the ceiling? The roof or the ceiling? I think it's a ceiling indoors, isn't it? A roof's what's on top of your house. Exhale, drop the foot back to the floor. Take an exhale and push the right heel all the way to the ceiling. Push the heel up, push the back into the mat. Exhale, push the heel even higher. Get a really nice stretch on the back of that leg. And then drop it back down, hug your knees. Take a breath and roll yourself all the way back to the top, bring it round into that seated position. You can move the fat and the tissue and the muscle and everything out there to get to your sit bones. Remember, you can bend your knees if you need a wee bit more space, or if you need more space in the back, you can actually sit on your block and it'll make it a lot more comfortable for your back and your hamstrings. So from here, sit in whatever position is comfortable, shoulders back, hands outside the ears, take a breath in and just tip one elbow to the side and then the other. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, then link your fingers, reach it all the way to the top. Keep the shoulders low. And we're just dropping side to side gently. Shoulders nice and low, great front of the chin. Then spin it round. Onto all fours. Wee bit of cat cow. Belly button down, head up. Head down, belly button up. And we're just rolling it through that cat cow. And then roll yourself up to kneeling. Take one foot out in front, tuck that toe under at the back. Push yourself all the way back to the top. Keep the feet nice and wide, take a breath. Reach it all the way up, keep the shoulders low for 3, 2, 1. Day 4.